Tonight, hitting home.
We did have a confirmed measles case in Cascade County.
What we know about a case of measles confirmed in Cascade County. Plus,
I'm Jonathan Andarian at the state capitol. Some of Montana's smallest school districts have raised concerns about a new state law that they believe is making it harder for them to maintain enrollment. I spoke to the lawmaker who was behind the bill about his response to those concerns.
You know, I love getting up every day and these horses nickering me in the morning when it's time to feed breakfast.
and later, off and running from long shots to sure things, what horse racing enthusiasts can expect from this year's state meet.
From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN 530 News.
Good evening and thanks for trusting KRTV for your 530 News. I'm Tim McGonigal. We begin tonight on the health front. According to the Centers for Disease Control, there are now more than 1,300 confirmed measles cases in the United States. One of the latest is in Cascade County. MTN's Tommy Lynch has more on the case as well as hearing concerns from the public.
The City-County Health Department has confirmed that there's been a case of the measles here in Cascade County.
Too loud.
Amanda Blair has been aware of the rise of measles in Montana.
With my grandkids, they've been vaccinated, so I'm not quite as concerned.
But as a teacher,
the students that have low immune systems, and with other students that may get the measles, they may get it too, and so that really concerns me about their health and their well-being.
The return of the illness worries Blair.
We haven't had measles or polio or any of that for a very long time, and now it's coming back because we don't have as many people getting vaccinated as we did in the past.
And now it's closer than it has been. On Wednesday, the City-County Health Department announced a confirmed case of measles in Cascade County.
The individual is confirmed to have been vaccinated, an adult male.
As health officer of the Cascade City-County Health Department, Abigail Hill says that if you are vaccinated, there is still a 3% chance you could get sick, but symptoms are less and you are less likely to spread it.
At this point, what we're doing is we're contact tracing kind of where he's worked, where he's been, so that we can notify the community, and as much as we can do some contact tracing just to see if anyone's showing symptoms.
If you believe you are sick, do not come inside the health department to get tested.
Read the sign. There is going to be a number to call outside those facilities, and that way they can just screen you over the phone to say, probably something else, come in, or hey, we'll meet you outside, ask you a few questions, and we can do the test. It's just a swab out in someone's car as well.
Hill says that they are prepared to handle the measles.
I wouldn't say, staff is panicking. We're really prepared. We've got really great partnerships with other hospitals, and if anything, this preparation has only strengthened those partnerships and how we're planning and preparing.
You can head to our website for the most up-to-date information. In Great Falls, I'm Tommy Lynch, MTN News.
The City-County Health Department has posted a table for possible exposure locations. They include the Walmart on 10th Avenue South from 10 p.m. to 9 a.m. on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, July 6th through the 8th, as well as Monday, July 14th. Also, the Rib and Chop House downtown from 8 in the morning to 12:15 on Saturday, July 12th, and at the Great Falls Clinic Walk-In at 3000 15th Avenue South from 11:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. on that day. Anyone who was at those locations at those times is asked to monitor for symptoms for 3 weeks and is also asked not to enter a medical facility with possible symptoms. Instead, they're asked to call the medical facility ahead using the number posted on the door.
It was an unseasonably cool July day. Yesterday's high temperatures were only in the 50s and the low 60s for most of us. And a few locations, including Great Falls and Helena, as well as Lewistown and Cut Bank, did set new record cold high temperatures for July 15th. Today, though, temperatures have been warmer than they were yesterday. Right now, we're about 10 to 15 degrees warmer than we were yesterday at this time. So it does feel very nice outside as temperatures are in the mid to upper 60s and low to mid 70s. A little bit breezy today, but the wind has been weaker than it was yesterday, and the wind is out of the southeast in most locations rather than the north. And we have had decreasing clouds throughout the day today, so it was overcast throughout the morning, and even for a good chunk of this afternoon we had mostly cloudy to overcast skies, but we are seeing more sunshine right now. Tomorrow we are going to have partly to mostly sunny skies, and some scattered showers and thunderstorms are possible as we head into the afternoon and the evening. Now more details about that precipitation in my full forecast in a little bit.
Across Montana, some community members have put the blame for small schools enrollment challenges on a new state law that took effect last year. But that may be only part of the story. MTN senior political reporter Jonathan Ambarian talked with the legislator behind that law and has a closer look at what it did.
In 2023, the Montana legislature passed House Bill 203. It made it easier for parents to move students to a public school outside the district they live in. Supporters said it was a way to increase educational choice, but some opponents said it put Montana's smallest school districts at a big disadvantage. Representative David Beatty, a Republican from Hamilton, sponsored HB 203. He says before it was up to each district whether to allow students in their area to transfer to other districts, and he wanted a more consistent statewide policy. The bill also required districts to pay tuition to the district where their residents are now attending school.
The taxpayers within the school district where a child resides has an obligation to pay for part of that education.
In 2024, the Melrose School District in Silver Bow County went into non-operational status. In an open letter, district leaders specifically pointed to HB 203, saying it had contributed to students moving to other neighboring districts. I asked Beatty about arguments like that.
At the end of the day, I reject the idea that because I have a small district, in order to preserve that district itself, I'm going to deny a parent the opportunity to send their child where that child can best be educated.
One thing that is clear, there's been a trend of small rural schools dealing with low enrollment even before the passage of HB 203. Since 2016, the Montana Office of Public Instruction reports 15 rural school districts across the state have spent time in non-operational status, and 8 have closed permanently. As we showed you last month, the most recent school district to close its doors for good was Gold Creek in Powell County. It first went non-operational back in 2022.
I think it takes away part of our identity as a community.
Beatty says he thinks this trend has more to do with changing population patterns and changes in education than with his bill.
Well, I think parents have different expectations of what they want their children to do now, too. And once again, I think we should honor parents' preferences on this.
During this year's legislative session, lawmakers passed another of Beatty's bills, this one reducing the tuition that districts have to pay when a student moves to another district. Beatty believes that will reduce some of the pressures that people are concerned about. In Helena, Jonathan Ambarian, MTN News.
Well, the track at Expo Park may be muddy today, but it should be in great shape come Saturday for the second weekend of horse racing at the State Fair meet. MTN's Anissa Coomer spoke with racing insiders to see what's new at the track this year.
Before the crowds arrive and the races begin, it's early mornings and long hours at the Expo Park.
Come on, baby girl. You know, I love getting up every day and these horses nickering me in the morning when it's time to feed breakfast.
Every summer, the Great Falls Turf Club brings in horses and trainers from across the region for 3 weekends of racing, giving fans a chance to place their bets and cheer on their favorites.
We start our morning about 5:30 in the morning feeding oats. That's our breakfast. Then we get up and train every horse.
Making sure each horse is race ready is a huge undertaking, especially with some training up to 17 horses.
Training involved is kind of unique to each individual horse. It's a lot of work that goes into putting one of these on, and we're just thankful for all the care that goes into it.
Putting on the races doesn't just take hard work, it comes with a hefty price tag.
To put this thing on, it'll cost us around $700,000 for the 6 days. We rely very heavily on the people that come and bet. We get a percentage of the handle, and we also, the first 4 days, we charge an admission. We use that money also to help pay our expenses.
The first race weekend this year brought in nearly 2,000 fans and more than $100,000 in wagers.
Highest to highs and the lowest to lows. I mean, it only takes 20 seconds and you're done.
Organizers are hoping for even bigger crowds in the weeks ahead.
If you're interested, come out and take a peek. I think once you watch a run, that you'll get hooked.
The excitement at the Great Falls Turf Club continues this Saturday with races starting at 1 p.m. at the Expo Park. In Great Falls, I'm Anissa Coomer, MTN News.
I feel great pride about being able to represent Great Falls and the military community because this is something I did.
Now her time to shine has arrived. Coming up, a Great Falls mom is representing her community in a national cooking competition.
From Montana's news leader, you're watching the MTN 530 News.
Welcome back. Well, last week we introduced you to a Great Falls mom with a big dream and love for cooking. And now Bree Jameson is whisking her way from home to the big screen, bringing heat and heart to the kitchen and going head-to-head with 7 chefs from around the country. MTN's Shiksha Matani sat down with Bree and got a taste of how she feels about her big debut.
She's a teacher aide, a track coach, and a mom. Now Bree Jameson is adding TV chef to the list. The Great Falls local is spicing things up on PBS, one Caribbean dish at a time. Bree Jameson is currently sharing her family recipes on a national stage.
Today I'm making Jamaican brown stew chicken with white rice.
She is one of 8 home cooks competing on the newest season of The Great American Recipe on PBS, currently airing on Fridays at 7 p.m. until August 15th.
Also gonna cut some green onion because my husband and I love onions.
She received an invitation to join the cast of the show because of her food blog, Jameson Diaries.
I had an email and it was somebody asking if I had ever heard of The Great American Recipe and if I would be interested. For a second I thought it was spam.
Bree and the other home cooks filmed the series last fall on a farm in Nashville. Over 2 weeks, they prepared signature dishes, all while sharing the stories behind their food.
My mom's family's from Belize, my dad's family's from Jamaica, and then I am born here. So it was fusing Belizean recipes, Jamaican recipes, and Black American recipes together, and that was the angle and where I came from.
Bree emphasized that the contestants are just regular people looking to share their stories through food.
My connection is being Caribbean American, but also being a military family.
Bree Jameson lives on Malmstrom Air Force Base with her husband, Chris, an airman, and their 2 daughters. Bree feels like it's her responsibility to pass along some of their heritage to their kids through home recipes.
We're based in Great Falls, Montana right now, trying to pass down those same recipes and those same flavors and the things that I grew up eating to the next generation.
Bree also shared how proud she is to be representing her community.
I feel great pride about being able to represent Great Falls and the military community because this is something I did. I did it. It's not because of something else that was connected to this or whatever it may be. It really was just something I was passionate about, and it got to this scale, and it's been amazing.
She said filming for the show was an extremely fun experience, full of laughs, new friends, and great food. She especially loved that although it was a competition show, the contestants were busy cheering each other on.
I just think with everything going on, we need feel-good TV, we need laughs, we need real stories because so much of our background is telling the stories of who we are, that's beyond just the cooking. Sometimes it helps to hear people's stories and know that you aren't alone or, man, they're out here living regular life just like I am.
Make sure to catch her on The Great American Recipe Friday nights at 7 p.m. on PBS through August 15th. From her home kitchen in Great Falls to kitchens across the country, Bree Jameson is proving that great food and great stories can come from anywhere. With MTN News, I'm Shiksha Maithani.
It is warmer right now than it was yesterday at this time, and the temperatures will continue to warm up as we head into the end of the work week. I'll let you know how warm the temperatures are going to get after the break.
Storm Tracker weather starts now with Chief Meteorologist Ryan Dennis.
Welcome back, everyone. A storm system brought beneficial moisture to most of north central Montana from Monday evening through last night. Most locations received between 1/4 inch and 1.25 inches of precipitation. A few spots did receive over 1.25 inches of precipitation, though, including Deep Creek and Glacier County. They received 2 inches of precipitation. St. Mary received 1.84 inches of precipitation. And then both Browning and Stanford received over 1.3 inches of precipitation. In Great Falls, we received 1.2 inches of precipitation at the airport. In Cut Bank, 1.08 inches of rain over the past couple of days. And for both Great Falls and Cut Bank, yesterday was the wettest July 15th on record. In Conrad, just under 9/10 of an inch of rain. Lewistown received 0.89 of an inch of rain. And for Lewistown, yesterday was also the wettest July 15th on record. Fort Belknap received 0.65 of an inch. Chester received 0.56 of an inch. And then in Havre, we received 0.36 of an inch precipitation over the past couple of days. Today we have had pretty nice weather. We had overcast skies throughout the morning, and there were some areas of fog around this morning as well, but skies have been clearing out over the past few hours, so a lot of us are beginning to see some blue sky and sunshine, and the skies will continue to clear out as we go through the rest of this evening. It's also warmer right now than it was yesterday at this time. It really does feel nice outside. Temperatures are in the mid to upper 60s and low to mid 70s in most spots. Satellite and radar is nice and quiet as high pressure is currently in control of our weather. As we head into tomorrow, a disturbance is going to be clipping the northern half of the state. And that disturbance right now is currently in British Columbia, but this will be working its way southeastward as we go through the next 24 to 36 hours. For the rest of this evening, expect decreasing clouds. Overnight tonight, mostly clear skies. Some patchy fog is possible, but fog will be less of an issue tonight than it was last night. Tomorrow, we will start the day off with a good amount of sunshine, but there will be some patchy fog and some cloud cover, especially along the high line east of I-15. As we head into the afternoon and the evening, we are going to have increasing clouds, and there will be some scattered showers and thunderstorms around tomorrow afternoon and evening, generally along the high line, but a few showers and thunderstorms will be possible south of the high line as well. Those showers and thunderstorms will then taper off as we head into tomorrow night. A couple of the thunderstorms that we see later on tomorrow may be severe, especially from Hill County eastward into northeastern Montana. If we do see any severe thunderstorms, damaging winds and or large hail are going to be the main hazard. So please keep an eye to the sky if you are going to be outdoors at all later on tomorrow. We had to deal with wildfire smoke from Canada yesterday, but today we have had much better air quality. As we go through tonight and into tomorrow, it will be a little bit hazy in north central Montana, but the air quality will be in the good to moderate category in most locations. A little bit hazier the further southwest you go in the state, though. Some smoke from regional wildfires works its way into the southwestern part of the state. Wind will diminish this evening. Overnight tonight, a little bit of a breeze in spots, but for most of us, the wind will be on the lighter side. Then for tomorrow, along the eastern half of the high line, as well as along the Rocky Mountain front and the Continental Divide, it will be a bit breezy with sustained wind speeds between 10 and 20 miles per hour. Elsewhere, just a little bit of a breeze. Tonight, low temperatures will be in the mid to upper 40s and low 50s. Warmer tomorrow than it was today, with highs in the 70s and low 80s for most of us. And then as we head into your day on Friday, we are going to have partly to mostly sunny skies with highs in the mid to upper 70s and low 80s.